Okay, I've got bee packages coming tomorrow. Well, what do I do? Where am I going to put them? Well, the good news is these hives are actually dead. So I'm going to clean them up. We're going to get them prepped for tomorrow for our packages, because with this weather that we've got here in Ohio today at the beginning of May, we've got to make adjustments. So stick around. I'm going to show you what to do when you've got to install packages in cold weather. Well, first off, I started off wrong in talking about that I'm not actually going to show you right now in this video how to install in a cold weather, but what to do, how to get your hives ready for cold weather installation of a package. So, okay, so first thing with these hives here is sadly they did not make it. Just a couple of weeks ago they were not thriving, but they had made it through winter, and I was leaving them alone, but I saw activity. I came the other day, started pulling this up, and saw that, yep, they're dead. I don't know, I'm just really bummed about it. You know, if you saw my other video the other day, or maybe earlier, that's the worst thing of beekeeping. They still had a couple reserves. They were still kind of moving around. Oh, now ants have actually moved in this past few, it was about a week or so ago. We had another cold snap here in Ohio. So one of the first things I want to do is I need to clean this up. And see, now we're going to get all the ants going. So yeah, now that's kind of annoying. But I'm going to get all of this propolis off the top of these frames so that I can move them. But actually this whole top box, I'm actually just going to remove it 100% because I do not need it for prepping this for the next phase. So we're going to take this box, and for now I've just got a little makeshift space over there where I want them to go. So first things, really what I want to do is I'm going to scrape all the tops of the frames off, and I'm going to get in here. I have not touched this box specifically since late October. It is now May, so all these frames are going to be kind of harder to get out. So I brought along my frame lifter. So, okay, this is still a good, viable frame. So my goal right now is I need to find 5 frames minimum. One that has food on it, which this one has food. It's got both honey and pollen here, and then it's got space on that side, and it's got more honey on this side and a little bit more space on this side. So this is a perfect frame for me to get this ready for a new package. So I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to kind of go through these real quick. Okay, this one is got a little bit more food, and then it's pretty much open. So actually this is a really, really good frame for me to use to start the next hive, because this has plenty of room for the queen to start laying. I kind of anticipated this on the bottom box because they had already moved up into that top box, and that's why I'm actually leaving that top box alone for a minute. So there is another frame that I like. Nope, not that one. That one's pretty much completely empty. Now, what I'm doing, I'm just cleaning this up, and I'm going to come back after the weather warms up a few days, after 3 days of installing that package. I'll come back and I'll make sure that the queen has been freed. Everybody will have removed themselves from the box that they come in, and then I will then start putting some of these frames back in. So right now, the biggest thing is just getting in here, cleaning it up, and making sure that I can move these frames. So I'm going to have to clean up this propolis here. Ugh. Okay. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. I don't want these to be completely cleaned, because the bees will use all of this propolis that's already here to help keep this solid. But because it is now spring, they'll kind of make new. I don't want to use all of that other one. So, all right, so now we've got this. I'm going to dump it out, get the last little bits of dead bees out of it. Okay, so once I've got it all cleaned out, I'm actually leaving the reducer back here. I'm just moving it because I want it to go back to the smallest one, just because of the weather and a new package. I want them to be able to defend themselves pretty easily. Okay, I've done this a couple of times. This is how I prefer to actually introduce a package, especially in the cold weather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 frames on one side, 1 frame on the other, and I know that I'm going to put the package right here tomorrow once I get them. So I will pull the queen out, I will put her right on this frame, and then I will literally set the box right inside of here, and they will come out with it all being nice and warm and not having to really, dump your bees out in this cold weather. So yeah, I'm good with 3 frames. You know what, let's just do this. I'm going to add a 4th. This one's got a little bit of honey on it. And okay, so now, in essence, this hive is ready for tomorrow for a package. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to repeat the process in all of these. So yeah, I think that's a really easy way for you to get your hives ready for installing a package in cold weather. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm actually going to keep these frames really close by, because in the next few days, after I make sure that the queen is out and all of the bees are back in the hive, or out of the box that they came in, I'm going to need somewhere to put those frames back in. So I'm keeping them right here, really close to me. I've got my bee shack, I don't know, 100 yards away, so I don't want to keep moving frames back and forth. So I'm just kind of setting this up temporarily for it to make sure that I get it faster for me. So we're going to set up this one just the same, and we'll be ready to go. Yeah, so disappointing on this hive. I mean, they had already moved up. I see them all right here. Oh. It looks like they reclustered. Yeah, because they were already building up for spring. So I know that because I'd already been in this box and had seen the queen laying. So I'm actually really disappointed. Really disappointed in the spring weather that we have here. There's nothing I can do about it, but it's still very disappointing. That's it. That's the way to do it. Just get them ready. I'm going to install the packages. It's going to be quick. It's going to be easy. With the weather today, it's about 38 degrees right now. Only calling for about a high of 45 tomorrow. Still overcast, so they will not be flying. So I want to reduce the flying. So I'm literally going to do the old install in the box trick. Then wait I'm really going to wait 3 days to make sure that the queen's out and everybody else is out of the box. And then I will not touch that hive for both of these hives. Actually, I'm going to do one more. Got 3 packages coming. I will not touch them for about a month. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and God bless.